more than a week, bringing dangerous air quality to millions.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me. It's me, Robert. I'm here. That's funny, man. I'm always like running right on the edge, on the time. All right, this thing is weird. The camera's on the other side or something. I'm gonna need to get that turned around. Let me see if I can turn it around. Let me see what happens if I'm gonna try to turn this. Let me see what happens. That's better for me. There we go. Let's go like that. Oh no, we're upside down now. Huh. That ain't good. Everything's normal except for some of it. That don't make no sense either. Okay, let's turn it back. Hang on, guys. Sorry about this. Sorry, I'm turning you guys upside down. I'm trying to get it set right. I'm not used to the camera being over there. I'm trying to do it with the iPad. How do you say it? Horizontal. Okay, what's going on, everybody? I am Robert. This is Guitar Journeys, where we talk about whatever we want to talk about. We can talk about guitar stuff, or we can talk about other stuff. Doesn't have to be guitar related. We talk about whatever we want to talk about. So, where are you guys from? What's going on? I invited one of my buddies from TikTok, but I don't see, he's not in here yet. Or maybe he is. Gosh darn it, I don't think I'm going to be able to live with that camera like that. That's messing me up. Okay, let me see. Still all screwy. Yeah. Man, I didn't want to get a close-up. Alright. I gotta get this thing so I can deal with it. I feel lopsided, man. Alright. I guess that's gonna work. Feels kind of weird to me. But here we are. Okay. Let's get some people in here, guys. 7 o'clock. Let's go. I want to get some people in here. I wanted to show you guys something. So 2 people watching right now. You guys, guitar players, you like music? I tried doing the iPad in a different way, and it looks all crooked. I look like I'm like looking at trying to find the camera. Huh. I know, it's weird. Real weird. Sorry guys, I'll be right back. I'm still here. I'm just walking around in the living room here. Trying to find me a guitar. Candace? Who in the heck is Candace? Does anybody know a Candace? Candace Wagoner? something I've been learning something new. It is a Stevie Ray Vaughan lick, but Frankie, you want to be on my YouTube channel? He said no. He said he can't play guitar and he don't want to watch it either. Candy, you're the only one in my show. Whoop. Well, it gives me good practice to play in front of people. After I make the video, I put it on YouTube. This iPad's messing me up, man. I got it set different tonight, and like when I put my face like this, that's like normal. But when I don't know, I'm like looking for the camera or something. The iPad is like, it's in a different position and it's messing me up. We should turn that light off, huh? Hello, everybody. I tell you what, the guys from Leonard Skinner were very good guitar players. All of their music has very tricky stuff in it. All right, y'all. So, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. Nobody's watching. That's all right. I might blow things up anyways. I am going to hook up. Hang on. I'll show you. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay. This right here is the iconic Ibanez Tube Screamer. It's one of them. I think they have about probably, I don't know, maybe close to 20 different kinds. Same brand, but they're different. Different types, different styles. This is the TS9 DX Turbo Tube Screamer. Now, I went with this one because it's got different settings on it. If you could see, like, oh, where is the heck is that camera? I don't know where the camera, I guess it's right there, huh? That's right there, okay. Anyways, this has different settings on it. Okay, there you can see it pretty good. And so anyways, I went with this one. You know, you have to make choices sometimes, right? And there's quite a few of these, so I picked this one. And right now I have a battery in it. I just put a battery in there just a little while ago. All right, let me grab my speaker. We're gonna do an experiment. See, there's the this is messing me up, man. I'm not gonna do this no more. Lately, I'm not for sure why, but when I play my guitar through the speaker, I think maybe the reason why is because I played down, well, in my guitar room. I have a pretty nice amplifier. It's 100 watt, I think 100 watt. It's a good size amplifier, but it's a Tweed Fender amplifier. And when I play through that amplifier, of course I'm using a different guitar also, but it sounds a lot better than what it does when it comes out of my speaker. So I think that that's what's going on with my brain. But when I play with my speaker, my guitar sounds, the best way I could describe it would be like clunky. It doesn't sound like it's ringing out a real nice tone. So I changed the strings on it. I changed the strings probably a month ago. And it made it sound a little better, but it still doesn't, it's not getting the sound that, I think I could get a better sound out of it. So anyways, I'm gonna try putting this pedal on here. This thing is messing me up, man. I'm gonna try putting a pedal on here and seeing like what it does, how it works. Now there are some pedals, different ones, that I think might work a little better for what I'm trying to do. But I want to check, and I'm going to do a little experiment. I want to see what this sounds like. So give me a second. I'm going to go grab my speaker. Frankie don't want to be a star tonight, Frankie? Huh? Frankie says, I don't know what the heck you're talking about, dude. Leave me alone. All right. Okay. So, we got to plug this end into the speaker. And then we got to plug it into the pedal. For the person that just came in here, I'm getting ready to hook this pedal up to my 310 JBS. What are you? Oh, JBL. God. I've been looking at foot pedals on eBay, and other websites. So I got some letters and numbers in my brain. Okay. Alrighty. So we are going to try this pedal. I've never tried a pedal on this speaker. I have hooked this guitar up to my pedal downstairs in my guitar room, but I've never hooked it up to this speaker. So this is going to be a big experiment. Uh-oh. Okay. Huh. I'm not getting no sound at all. That's kind of weird. I should have some sound coming through here. That's kind of weird. I don't know why that's like that. Okay, let's try the pedal. Okay, we're not getting nothing through here. Okay, I think I got it hooked up backwards. Hang on. I think I got it hooked up backwards. Okay, let's go back to the drawing board here. Let's do that. Okay, this has to go into the guitar. That's what's going on. I had it backwards. Okay, this goes into the guitar. This goes out to the speaker. Or out to the, it's supposed to be to the, all right, that makes more sense. Okay, let's see if that made a difference. It should. I think I had it backwards. Okay, that's what I did, I had it backwards. Okay. All right, Candy. This is without the pedal. Okay, now I'm gonna turn on the pedal. We're gonna see if we got a difference. Okay, that made it. That definitely made it sound better. Try a different setting. Let me try something here. I'm going to give it the regular setting. We're going to put the drive up a little. And we're going to put the volume, then we're going to put the, put this down a little. Okay, now let's try this. That made it sound kind of weird, huh? Okay, let's turn that down just a hair. Okay, it was a little too. or turn the drive up a little. Turn up the level a little. Let's try that. Definitely does have a better sound to it. I'm just about to the point where I'm not yet. I mean, that's going to be a little while, but I think I'm going to start playing. I've got a little amplifier downstairs. It's a small one. Little one, it's a small one. That makes a lot of sense, Robert. Anyways, it's a small amp. It's a little practice amp. And I'm thinking about playing with that for a little while until I get used to it and then start taking it to the shows. When I play along with the music, it's hard to get my guitar to sound different than what the music that's coming out of the speaker. Okay, this is a little different. There's a little more power on this pedal. It has like 3 or 4, I think 4 different settings. Yeah, that gives it a little more. Man, things are dead tonight. Usually there's a bunch of people that come in and start talking. Wonder what happened. That definitely has a nice sound. That sounds wrong. It don't sound right. I'm not getting it right tonight. It don't sound right at all. There it is. Well, so it does work with the pedal. I think I'm going to shut it off though so I don't run that battery down. That's the thing I was telling you. If you maybe I didn't say that. If you leave these plugged in, it runs the battery down. You have to unplug it. That's why we all hook them up to foot pedals. So you have a power supply. You take the battery out, and then you have a battery power supply. But I don't really want to take power supply to the nursing home until I get a, I don't know, I might get a, I doubt if I'd take my pedal board when I get my pedal board and I get it all set up with pedals. I don't think I would take it to the nursing home. I will take like, maybe I'll get a smaller power deal to take or something. I don't know. I'll get it figured out. I don't know how long the battery will last. I guess we'll find out. This is kind of weird that no people are showing up tonight. Ever since I started it, there's been a bunch of people. So that's kind of weird for me. There's no people. I know it's Friday night. Everybody's out doing their thing. It's weird to me having that music coming, or that sound coming out of that speaker like that. And that's the thing about guitars that people don't realize. Every time you change something, it makes a change in your brain. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. The first time I played loud, you know, where I just cranked my amplifier up and played it loud along with the music loud, it was real different to me. It took me a while to get used to it. So, different things are different to you. It takes you a little while to get used to it. Like, I hardly ever practice this guitar through that speaker without playing music. Usually I'm playing music and I'm playing along with the music through the speaker, but I've only done that maybe a couple of times where I actually just had my guitar going through there and I was messing around with it. So that little bit of thing right there made it different. When Stevie Ray Vaughan does that, he does that about 100 miles an hour. I had to do that a million times to try to get it fast enough. Wiki, 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 wiki. Man, I can't believe how that messed me up having this iPad the other way. It really messed my brain up. I need to go lay down. I'm getting old. Come on, Robert. Man, I can't pay anybody to get in here tonight. Even Frankie left the room. Holy moly, man. What the heck is going on? What the heck, Frankie? Do I stink or what? Huh? What the heck, dude? Get over here and sit down. Come on. Man, you guys are a hard crowd. 3 people. Come on, somebody say something to me. Usually I got people saying all kinds of stuff. And some of it not so good either. Well, you know, these guitars, I hope you have others. I do. I got some guitars, man. The thing about these guitars is they are made for a special reason, you know? I mean, you know, different guitars for different things, right? I wanted a guitar that sounded decent when I played it through the speaker. I wanted something that wasn't too heavy. I wanted something that wasn't too big. And this guitar fit for what I needed, for what I wanted. So that's why I bought this guitar. It's not for everyone. It's not for every occasion. It's not for every sound. But for what I wanted, it was perfect. So yeah. Well, so you know, there's a they made it. It's an Acoustasonic. I'm sure you know that. It's an Acoustasonic, and they made it in 3 types: Telecaster, Stratocaster, and Jazzmaster. I live about 2.5 hours away from a music store. I called down there, and they only had one guitar like this in the showroom. So I'm not going to drive 2.5 hours to try out one guitar. So I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I watched a bunch of reviews. And I decided on the Jazzmaster because it has a humbucker pickup. Now, I don't know if the humbucker pickup is that great. I don't know. I wasn't able to try any of the other guitars. You know, like I said, I live 2.5 hours away from a guitar store, and I didn't want to drive all the way down there. So I took a chance on this, and I ordered it, and I like it. It's really good for what I do. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about, Mike, but I'll check it out, man. I love watching, you know, I love checking out guitars. This might be interesting to you. Go to YouTube and watch people look for guitars like at flea markets. Those videos just started showing up. I don't know how old they are. I didn't really look at that, but these guys go around to like flea markets, and I'm not for sure. I only seen them doing it in flea markets. They might go to other places, but they look for used guitars, and that's really interesting. I've seen some guitars on there I haven't seen before. So yeah, man, I'm all about guitars. There was a guitar, like, I gotta say museum, but not really like a museum. It was, like I said, it's kind of like a museum. You pay a certain amount of money to go in, and you look at all these guitars, but it's different because you could actually play some of them. And then they had people that came in and played, like, you know, different bands would come in, and they'd either bring their own guitars or pick some that they had there. So it was a real unique place. I think it was called Songbird. Have you heard of that? Any of you guys heard of that? They had to shut it down after COVID. I'm not for sure, like, people quit coming, or they just weren't making any money off of the place. So, and it cost too much money for the rent of the building, and then the insurance to have all the guitars in there. So they ended up shutting down, but there's a video on YouTube about that too. Look it up. It's called Songbird, I believe it is. That Guitar Center used. Oh, okay. Well, this is actually where I got this from, is Guitar Center. If you're still in here, Mike. They are really nice guitars, but like I say, they're not for like heavy jamming, you know. They're not for that. I do have a Stratocaster downstairs that I hook up to my Tweed amp, and I got some overdrive and distortion pedals and a blues driver pedal, and it sounds really nice. Now this guitar, I hook it up to the pedals that don't sound so great. I mean, it does work, but you gotta, if you turn it up too loud, you start getting a feedback. So this isn't really a guitar that you really hook up to pedals, you know, and jam out on. Do you know that lick right there, that little riff? Oh yeah, there's thousands of guitars, man. And millions of pedals. That's what I'm trying to do is the riff to Scuttle Button by Stevie Ray Vaughan. I know none of my licks sound the way that they do. It would take me a little while to get it up to speed. I mean, he does it so fast. It's just a game, man. These things are just big puzzles, you know? right, y'all. Anybody watch Friday Night SmackDown? LA Knight is on. I think that's what they call him, LA Knight. What do you think, Mike? Do you watch Friday Night SmackDown? What kind of guitar do you play, buddy? What's your favorite guitar? Let's see. You got many? A Strat? Cool, man. Yeah? Well, that must be nice. Stratocaster is my... I only have 2 electric guitars right now. I have an Epiphone that I've had forever. It's actually pretty good because it's an old one. So it actually is made pretty good. It sounds good too. It's a hot guitar, man. You plug it in, it's a lot louder than my Stratocaster. But I have an American Strat. I would like to build a Stratocaster myself. That's my that's a project that I want to start on. I'm just going to buy all the separate pieces and put it together myself. But I want to hop it up, man, like a hot rod car, you know. I want to put everything in it that's, I don't care, honestly, if all of the parts are Fender parts. Matter of fact, I plan on putting some parts in there that are not Fender parts. I don't care if it's an authentic Fender guitar. Okay, I'm building it for me, and it's going to be mine until I die. So, you know, I don't really care, like, you know, if it's all original. Like I say, kind of like a car, right? I don't care if it's all original. I'm not for sure exactly what all I'm going to put in it quite yet, but I do know that there's like a it's a little box that goes on the bottom tone knob of a Stratocaster, and it gives, like, when you turn it, it makes your guitar have distortion. So I do want to look into that. I've kind of checked it out a little bit, but I need to dig into it a little bit better. But I do want to put that on there. And then I want to put some real bluesy pickups. You know, like I said, when I get closer to putting it all together, then I'll do a little bit more checking on things. I know, like, what color I want. I know what kind of neck that I want. So I'm going to buy everything piece by piece. And over, like, maybe over a couple of years of buying the parts, and then, like, put it together. Cool, man, cool. I like to do that too. So my Stratocaster, you know, I mean, I know people don't agree with me. You know, some people do agree with me and some people don't. But when I have a guitar, it's my guitar. I'm going to fix it the way I like it. So I took my Stratocaster, the first change that I made to my Stratocaster, I took one of the tone knobs off and moved the volume knob down, because I just felt like that volume knob was always in my way. And a couple of times I was playing and I hit that volume knob and turned it all the way up while I was playing. And that was loud, man. A piece at a time. There you go. That's what I'm going to do, man. So anyways, I took one of the tone knobs off. I said, I don't need 2 tone knobs. I'm not that good and that fast and that fancy. I don't need to have a separate tone for, the bottom pickups. I don't need that. So anyways, I took that off. Okay, then a couple years later, the 2 switches, both of them, they got to where the guitar was unplayable. Every time I would touch one of those knobs, the guitar would either shut off or just have a bunch of static. So I guess they just wore out, man. I'm not really for sure exactly what happened to them. But anyways, I took those out, the original ones. I took them out. You did that too? Cool, man, cool. Oh, I did that too, man. I had to order mine from Holland. Did you have to do that? The only place I could find where they had a pick guard for a Stratocaster with no holes was a company that shipped it from out of Holland. I mean, the shipping cost me more than the pick guard. It did get here though. It did come in, and I got the one that had the pearl, that has like the I don't know what you'd call it, like a metal kind of. The only problem with that pick guard is ever since I put that pick guard on, I get like static electricity on the pick guard, and I have to get like some static guard, spray it on a cloth and then wipe it down. I think that pick guard has metal inside of it, and it gives it like a static electricity. So yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes you try something and it don't work out real good. But yeah, I did that on my Stratocaster. And then the second time I tore it apart, I took most of the wiring, the original wiring out, and bought all new wiring. I mean, it's not all new. I mean, it's like, what, 2 or 3 inches, right, of wiring. Maybe 4 inches at the most. But yeah, I put new wires on the pots, and then I soldered everything in to the pickups and everything. So I did a real nice job. I made sure it was done real nice. I told myself I don't want to take this thing apart no more. I put in some Dunlops pots. I didn't want to put fenders back in there. I figure if those things wore out, the guitar's about probably, I guess it's about 10 years old now. But I think those things should have lasted forever, not just 10 years. So I wasn't too happy about that. So I got me some Dunlops, and they have a lifetime warranty. Hopefully I never had to take them out. But I think I put 500s in it instead of 250s. So it does sound really good. It's got, I'm not saying it has more power, but it's got more bite to it, that's for sure. Cool. You're a little bit better at doing that than me. I didn't want to mess with that switch because all those wires that go to that switch, I didn't really want to mess with all that. So, I mean, the switch is fine. It's not, there wasn't nothing wrong with to the jack. Oh, I got you to the jack. I got you. Yeah, I got you. Well, there wasn't nothing wrong with that either, so I just left it in there. The only thing I was having problems with was those, how do you say that, man? Potometers? It's got a kind of a weird name. I just call them switches. But yeah, that's what I did. I put in Dunlops, and I put in 500s. So yeah, man, when you get it cranking when I hook it up to my amp and I hook all get my pedals going, it definitely makes some, I would say, sweet music. Is definitely loud. My wife says she has to hold on to something upstairs when I'm jamming. So you on what's up, Mike? You got like a TikTok, or are you on you got a YouTube? I'll look you up, man, and see what you're doing. Potentiometers, yeah. Potentiometers. Yeah, if I look at the paper and I can read it, I can pronounce it. But for some reason, no, just to know it all. Just to know it all. That's all good, man. One of the reasons I started this talk show is because I live in this little town in Kansas, and I don't have like anyone to talk to about guitar stuff. If I mean, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you start talking guitar stuff to people that aren't into guitars, they just don't relate to you, man. They just look at you like, they just give you that look like, so what? I don't care, right? Or I don't understand what you're saying. I'm not into guitars. I have no clue what you're saying, man. So, I just don't say nothing to nobody no more. Like before, I'd say, hey, man, check out my guitar. I show them a picture, like, look at that thing, man, ain't it pretty? And they'd be like, yeah, big deal. So anyways, I started this like talk show. My idea is to get people like you and me that are addicted to guitars, and we could come in here to my talk room or my talk show, and we could all talk about what guitars we have and what we like and the strings we use and the picks we use and what type of music do we like to play. But it's taken a little while. I usually have two or three guys that I met that have been coming into my room. I call it like a chat room. But for some reason, they must be busy tonight. They're not coming on here. Oh, so it's the same, yeah. Yeah, I mean, so like, there's 5,000 people in this town. I know there are some guitar players, but I just don't really, I don't know, man. I'm an older guy, you can tell. I'm in my 60s. I spend all my time, my extra time I spend playing around with my guitars. And I just don't want to go to someone's house. I don't want to load up my guitar and go over to his house and sit there for a couple of hours. I don't know, I'm just not into that. But, I mean, if I had somebody that really, really wanted to play the guitar, and especially if I could learn something off of them, I definitely would be into getting together, at least a couple of times a month. But I don't know, people around here are kind of weird, man. So anyways, my neighbor plays a guitar, but he don't know nothing, He don't know, like, no theory. He doesn't know, like, I say, do you know your pentatonic boxes? No, what's that? I'm like, man, how do you play guitar and you don't know your scales? I say, do you know the cage system? No. You want to learn it? I can teach it to you, man, in about 10 minutes. Oh, I don't really have time right now. All right. So do you read tablature? What's that? I said, oh my God. How do you play guitar if you don't know anything? Oh, I play pretty good. All right. So I just leave him alone, you know. I hear him playing sometimes. He plays about as loud as he can play it. I guess, I don't know, man. I guess he thinks that the louder he plays it, the better it sounds. But it don't sound that great to me. Yeah, I missed that right there. Let's go back. Yeah, no, man. I know a lot of people that they're not really guitar players. They're more guitar collectors. I met this old guy that works at Home Depot, and he was telling me that he has enough guitars to make a calendar. And I said, "Oh, that's nice." You know, I'm thinking, okay, he's got at least 12 guitars, right? And then I said, "Well, what was the latest guitar you bought?" And he said, "Oh man, I found this really beautiful Gretsch at the pawn shop." And I go, "Oh, they're nice guitars, man." I mean, there's a lot of different kinds of Gretsch, right? But I'm just like, "That's a nice guitar." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, I paid $3 for it." And I'm thinking, all right, I definitely don't want to make this old guy feel bad. You know, 3 could be like 300, could be 3,000. So let's just let him keep talking, and maybe he'll, you know, get down to what he really paid for it. And yeah, he talked a little bit more, and he said, oh, he wanted 350, but I talked him down to 300. So I said, oh, that's cool, man, that's nice. So I guarantee you that his guitar collection he's got a collection of guitars that were pretty cheap guitars. That's just my gut feeling. I doubt if he's got any guitars that are worth, like, you know, a big value. But I mean, if he's happy with what he's got, that's cool, man. That's how I look at it. You don't know the scales and the modes? You know, it's not hard to learn the scales. It's not hard to learn the scales at all. You don't really need the modes. I can tell you that right now. I know the modes. I know all this. I don't know all the scales. I know the pentatonics, the major and the minor. I know how to play them, you know, but in every key. I'm not perfect at it, but I'm working on it. But I do know all the modes. I just don't know a time that you would really use the modes in the blues. I'm a blues guy. I play Eric Clapton stuff. I play J.J. Cale, Eric Clapton, Buddy Guy. You know, I'm not great at playing yet, so there's a lot of songs that I don't play, but believe it or not, Eric Clapton songs, most of them are pretty easy to change feel. Yeah, not at all. It's not hard to learn the scales though, man. You don't really need the scales if you understand what you're doing and where you're at. I can definitely see that you really don't need the scales. You're playing the scales, you just don't really realize it. Like if you start up here, go 2, right? So that's like 3, 5, 3, 5. Okay, then go down and go 5, 7, 5, 7. And then go down and go 8, 10, 8, 10. That'll get you a lot right there. But you are playing, basically you're playing in a scale. You just don't realize it. Because up here, that'd be 1. That'd be 2. This would be. But it's really not hard to learn the pentatonics. It's not hard to learn them, but it takes a lot of practice to master them, because you have to learn them for all the notes, you know, the flats, the sharps, everything, and then you have to learn how to play it in the major. You've been playing for 40 years? That's cool, Mike. That's cool. I'm not saying that anybody has to know the scales. I'm definitely not saying that. It just, the way I learned it, I took lessons from a guy that's a professional music teacher. And what I did is I bought courses online. So for about probably 10 years, I bought courses and I studied those courses. So, you know, him being a music teacher, a professional teacher, you know, that's how he taught. So I learned how to count. I learned all the scales. I learned all the modes. I learned how to read tabs fast enough to play along with them. I mean, it takes practice, right? You have to learn the song, but when you read the tabs, you can learn how to do it. It just takes a little time to learn it. So yeah, man, I mean, I'm not saying that somebody has to do that. I'm just saying that's how I did it. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. I got buddies, you know, that play the guitar. None of them know very much theory. None of them know, like, I don't think they know the scales, to be honest with you. And they play. One of them's played in a band. Well, no, actually all 3 of them's played in a band. And a couple of them are real good. So, yeah, I mean, it's just how you do it. You know, there's different ways of getting where you want to go, right? The good thing about playing in the scales is you never hit a wrong note. So that's a good thing about that. And you can go all the way up and down. That's what that is. It's like speaking without knowing grammar. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the one that comes to mind for me is, I'm sorry if I'm looking at the iPad weird. I changed the way that I have the iPad tonight. I usually have it up and down. I changed it like sideways, and it's throwing me off, man. I'm trying to look at it normal, but my head is going this way. So sorry, sorry about that, Mike. Yeah, now I kind of forgot what I was saying. You know, the thing about, I know, I was going to say Charlie Daniels. I watched an interview with Charlie Daniels. I love watching interviews with musicians. You know, I'm hoping that they'll give that little thing that gives you the extra, like, you know, the extra power, right? But Charlie Daniels, he said that he didn't know like how to read music. Nobody in his band knew how to read music. And he didn't really know a lot of theory. He just knew how to play. So yeah, secrets, yeah, man. I'd love to hang out with you, like someone like you, man, that's been playing for 40 years. I bet you there's a lot that you could teach me. It's a learning, it's a process, man. That's for sure. A lot of times when I learn something is when I'm trying to learn a new song or learn a new riff. Then I watch it and I watch like videos on how to do it. And then I say, oh, okay, that makes sense. All right, I got it. Yeah, forever learning. It's one of my buddies in Colorado. He says, it's never a done deal, man, until it's over. Meaning like when you die. I've been working on this for like 2 days. Well, maybe like 1 day. One day, yesterday and today. This is the beginning to Scuttle Button by Stevie Ray Vaughan, where you slide down and hit the B and the E and the B, and then you go to the B string and you slide down from the 3rd to the 5th, and then back. So it's but he does it so fast. You just got 400 subscribers? That's cool. That's cool, man. It takes a while, believe me. It takes a while. Mike, this guy just got 400 subscribers. Were you around earlier, Mike, when I hooked my tube screamer up to this guitar? Do you have one of these at your house? This is a must-have, right? Do you have one of those? No? No tube screamer? Oh, buddy, you better go get you one of these. I would tell you what happened. Oh, yep, you do have one? All right, cool, man. So I had a blues driver, a Boss blues driver, and I had a Boss overdrive distortion pedal, and I never felt like I was getting enough out of those things. You got a couple of them? That's cool. Yeah, you've been playing for 40 years. I bet you do have a couple of them. But I didn't feel like I was getting enough out of my blues driver, and I didn't feel like I was getting enough out of my distortion pedal. So I hooked this thing up before those two pedals, and I turned this thing on, and then I turn on my distortion pedal. Yeah, that made a difference, man. That made a big difference. You like Stevie Ray Vaughan? You listen to his music or watch him play? Oh yeah, there's a reason. They're nice, man. That was my Father's Day present. I ordered a little bit early. Now, you know, it's like but it's an addiction, man. Those pedals, I can already see that's going to be an addiction. You watched, but do you know that riff that I'm talking about? That Scuttle Button? I mean, the song is crazy. I think it'll take me forever to try to play that song. It'll take me forever to do that. It's tricky. Where are you from, Mike? What state? You don't mind me asking. interesting when people tell me where they're from. Oops, let me do that again. Gotta kill it. Chicago, hell yeah. Man, you're where all the blues guys are from. I wish that that I could watch you with the same time you're watching me, so I could see how you play. That would be more interesting. But yeah, I like that pedal a lot, man. There's a guy that usually comes on my talk shows, and he's a young kid and he's just learning. And he asked me, what do I think his first pedal should be? And I said, definitely get you an Ibanez Tube Screamer of any type. I told him I like the one I have. It's a turbo. I said, I like that one, but any one is good. They're all good. I don't think they make a bad Tube Screamer. They're pretty solid built, too. All right, Mike, I'm going to get out of here, buddy. I got a bad back, and I sat here for a while. My back starts hurting me. So I'm going to do a little CBD oil and catch a little CBD buzz, watch some TV. Sounds like a good Friday night to me. But hey, nice meeting you too, Mike. So I'm gonna be on again tomorrow morning at 11. What I do is Wednesday at 7, Friday at 7, and Wednesday at 11. I'm trying to find a time where I get the most traffic, and then I get that narrowed down. I'll just probably do it like, I don't know. I'm trying to get enough hours to get monetized on YouTube. I need 4,000 watch hours. Right now I have 456. So, and I've been doing it for 1.5 years. All right, so it takes a lot to get those hours, man. All right, Mike, nice meeting you in Chicago. You take care, brother. Hope I'll see you again. Peace out, brother. Wow was right. That's what I said, man. Wow was right. 4,000 watch hours. It takes a lot of videos to get 4,000 hours. So I'm figuring maybe it's going to take me a couple more years, honestly. And then you have to apply to get monetized, and they don't have to accept it. So I don't know, man. It's kind of a gamble. It's kind of a risk, but I don't want to charge people. I put on shows at nursing homes, and I don't really want to charge the nursing homes, because then I take my passion and turn it into a business, and I just don't really want to do that. But it'd be nice to have a little extra money. I could buy some more guitars. All right, buddy. I'm going to get out of here. So, nice meeting you, brother. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.